Hi, I'm Don Havre of the real estate firm in the Tri-Cities in the state of Washington. Today we're going to be discussing the topic of buying your first home. We know many of you are thinking about buying your first home. We know this is really a big decision for you with a lot of unknowns. Many first-time home buyers will contemplate the decision for years before taking any action, even a first step. Our research indicates that once a first-time home buyer does take that first step, they purchase their first home within 3 months. This information is designed to help you take that first step. Now, once you purchase a home, you will soon learn the tax advantage of home ownership and the opportunity to build equity or wealth over time. According to the Federal Reserve, the median household wealth accumulation for a homeowner was $184,000. In comparison, the median net worth for a renter was $4,000. It's time to start taking those steps. There are really 7 steps associated with purchasing your new home. And we're going to go through each one of those steps in detail. But first, let's identify what those steps are. You want to start your home search, followed by the second step of determining how much home you can afford, followed by shopping for a loan and research first-time home buying programs. Next, you want to decide upon a home and make an offer. Then, step 5 is get the home inspected, followed by step 6 is shop for homeowners insurance, and finally the last step, step 7, is to complete the transaction and move in. So let's talk about each one of these steps in detail. Of course, the first one being finding the right home. You've probably already been using the internet to search for homes, financing options, and home buying information. We also encourage you to contact a realtor at the very beginning of your quest and put your realtor to work for you. He or she can help you find what you are looking for in a home, in the area that you want, and a price you can afford. And when you find a home that you want, your agent or realtor will help you make an offer and will actually research the market to determine what a fair price on that home might be. He or she can help you negotiate an offer and be an advocate on your behalf through the entire process. A realtor can take the mystery out of the purchase of your new home and show you the ropes. There are hundreds of little details in buying a home, and some details are not so little, like property lines, easements, earnest money, and the time allowed for home inspections, to name a few. But don't worry, you'll be involved throughout the entire process, and if you have any questions along the way, do not hesitate to ask your realtor. Now, of course, the question is, how much is your realtor going to cost you? It doesn't cost a dime to call a realtor and talk about your home quest. That is the first step that we've talked about. As far as total cost, there are many business models and compensation approaches for real estate agents in the home buying process. Many agents work on a commission and will be paid a percentage of the home sales price once the seller receives payment. Some agents work on a flat fee or other compensation model. Call a realtor and ask what he or she charges and ask what services he or she will provide. You might want to ask family and trusted members also about coworkers or realtors with whom they've worked with in the past. Your real estate agent is likely to ask you to sign an agreement to work only with them. This is a very common request if the agent is being paid a commission at the closing of the sale. Without the agreement, an agent could spend countless hours with a buyer finding the perfect home, only to have the buyer call another agent at the last minute to write up the purchase agreement. Look over the agreement and discuss the length of the agreement and what it takes to cancel the agreement if so desired. Now, if you're working with the Havre team here in the Tri-Cities, Michelle and I are always paid by the sellers, and we do have an agreement with called a buyer agency agreement, but you can cancel that agreement at any time. Now, the next question in this process is the market ready for you? Every market in Washington is a little bit different in general. Now is an excellent time to purchase your first home if you find the right home at a fair price. At the time of this recording in video, interest rates on fixed rate mortgages are at a historic low. If you want to know what percentage rate a monthly payment, go online and see how a small change in the interest rate can make a substantial difference in your payment. I think you'll really be amazed. Now, the real estate market is a much more balanced market today, with buyers finding many more properties to choose from. That wasn't the case over the past few years. Greater selection means the chances are better for you to find the right home for you with the amenities you're looking for. Right now, it's a buyer's market in many price ranges, and that's good news for home buyers. Now the question always is, will prices go down? Well, That's the big question. Some people are getting good deals out there right now because some sellers are motivated and need to sell today. However, in general, we do not think that we will see across-the-board dips in prices. And here are a few reasons why. Washington has an extremely strong economy. Unemployment is under 5%, and according to the Washington State Office of Financial Management, we are projected to add another 2 million residents in the next 12 years. Secondly, Washington has really very few subprime loans as compared to many other states. 3, the historic low monthly rates are turning the market around. If you are renting, you are not alone. There are thousands of people just like you who want to buy a home and are just waiting to see what the market is up to. As these people enter the market, supply will go down and the market will heat up. Now, the next step, determine how much you can afford. Are you really ready to buy your first home? If you've saved some money for a down payment and you anticipate living in that home or condo for 3 to 5 years, the answer almost entirely is yes. It is time for you to start building your own wealth instead of contributing to someone else's with your rent payment. In most all cases, the interest portion of your mortgage payment and your property tax payments are tax deductible. There are some financial assistance programs for first-time home buyers as well. So the third step is shop for a home loan and research programs. Now you may want to get some help with your down payment. There are many federal programs and available to assist first-time home buyers. The people who receive this money learn about the programs and apply for assistance. Get on the computer and start your search today. Look for the site of www.hud.gov. Basically, down payment assistance program providers are government agencies that are developed to help you, the first-time home buyer. The most common available down payment assistance program provider is the Federal Housing Authority, or FHA loans. FHA loans are becoming more popular, and recent changes in FHA loans have expanded the number of people and properties that qualify. The federal government knows that first-time home buyers are good for local and the national economy. Find out today if you qualify for one of these programs, which are funded by our tax dollars. Your realtor will also help you interview and discuss your loan options with your qualified mortgage professional. Now, in some cases, you can get an FHA loan for as little as 3.5% down. Many first-time homebuyers don't realize you can also use up to $10,000 from your IRA to purchase your first home. In many cases, you can use gifts or loans from family members as long as you disclose the information to the lender. I would like to emphasize that you might want to check with your lender because guidance for these programs changes frequently. So you always want to have the most up-to-date information. Now, financing. Now, there are really many great programs for first-time homebuyers, and you want to spend some time talking with a loan officer to find which loan product is right for you. This is just another one of those first steps you need to take. It costs little or nothing to determine if you can buy a home right now and what price range you should be looking at. Most first-time home buyers are surprised at what they learn and wish they had started the process a long time ago. Your realtor will help you with financing. He or she may refer you to a financial institution that you know well that works with first-time home buyers. Of course, you can pick a lender on your own. Choose your lender as carefully as you choose your realtor. Take the time to interview and ask questions. Lenders and financial assistance programs look at 3 things when you apply for a mortgage: your debt-to-income ratio, your down payment, and your credit score. If you pay your bills on time, do not carry a lot of debt, and have a down payment needed for a loan program, you'll be fine. Getting qualified by your lender is an important first step in actually starting to look for your first home, and you will have real negotiating power when you do find the right home. The next step, step 4, decide on a home and make that offer. Well, this is really a giant step. Right now you know how much you should spend on your home. Your realtor will help you find the best home within your budget, and together you will make a written offer that details the amount of the offer and the conditions of the sale. If the seller counters your offer, you may need to negotiate until you both agree to the terms of the sale. Your realtor can be your advocate on behalf at the direction of these negotiations. You want to be very much part of all the decisions, and your questions will be welcomed by your realtor. Step 5, get the home inspected. Make your offer contingent upon a home inspection. Talk to your realtor and agree on a reasonable length of time for the inspection included in the offer. And an inspection will tell you about the condition of the home and can help you avoid buying a home that needs major repairs, or help you negotiate with the seller to have the repairs made before you buy the home. Step 6. Shop for homeowners insurance. Lenders require homeowners insurance to cover the collateral for the loan. Shop around as you would for any insurance coverage. Consult with your realtor if you have questions. And the final, step 7, is complete the transaction and move in. You are now ready to complete the transaction. This is called settlement or closing. Closing is where you need to read and understand the documents you are signing. Many home buyers really do not read these documents and understand what they're signing. Ask if you don't understand. There are no dumb questions in this process. Well, that's it. The 7 steps to home buying. Well, once again, I'm Don Havre of the real estate firm in the Tri-Cities in the state of Washington. If you're a first-time home buyer, give us a call at 509-783-8400 or send me an email to don@key2homes.com. We're going to take the time to explain the process to you and make sure it's an enjoyable experience. Once again, thanks for watching.